A normative theory is an attempt to combine an evaluative principle with an objective structure while maintaining ethical normativity. For a normative theory to rise above the subjective beliefs of an individual, it requires compelling power and general applicability with certainty guaranteed by being subject to truth. Normative theories, but not necessarily normative judgments, are based on the tacit notion that ethical normativity requires a foundation of rational explanation that must be true in order not to be arbitrary. And we can call this basis of rational explanation for the ethical idea of a normative theory. And normative requirements are based and depend on the authority of such ethical ideas. And we find a vivid example of the presence of such an idea in utilitarianism, stipulating that one should act in such a way to create the maximum or at least the expected maximum amount of so-called positive values. And this principle in its turns is rooted in the fundamental idea that this principle of utility is true. Utilitarianism does not differ from other normative theories as well, teleontological and deontological, regarding the general following fundamental structure. Act like this because there is a principle and this principle is true. Normative theories claim accordingly general applicability. And to satisfy this requirement, a distraction from the individual is required. The more abstract and universal a normative theory is, the more solid and invulnerable it appears in relation to the arbitrariness that concrete phenomena entail. And pure reason supported by abstract logic is seen as the only tool for normativity to cleanse itself from contingency in all kinds of individual cases. The problem is, however, that we ourselves are these separate cases, while reason, completely abstracted from all personal inclinations and influences from the senses, is unable to touch the ethical and the normative. And the inevitable attachment of normativity to the emotional did not hide from davidhume's critical view. If morality had naturally no influence on human passions and actions, they are in vain to take such pains to inculcate it, and nothing would be more fruitless than the multitude of rules and precepts with which all moralists abound.